Hey, Mark here. So these episodes originally were released on Deep Blue Sea, the podcast, but I love these episodes. I love talking with Jay about movies that either are directed by Rennie Harlan or they feature aquatic sea beasts. I mean, they're some of my favorite conversations. Also, we've brought in some A-plus guests, and we just had a great time talking about these movies on Deep Blue Sea, the podcast. So I figured if you haven't listened to these yet, I would include them as a bonus episode on Movies, Films, and Flicks because I just enjoy the conversations. I think they're worth listening to, and I think you're going to like them. So after you listen to these episodes, if you dig them, go check out Deep Blue Sea, the podcast, or just look out for more. And thanks once again for listening to Movies, Films, and Flakes. I really do appreciate it. There's like 2.7 million podcasts out there, and I'm honored that you spend the time listening to Movies, Films, and Flicks. So enjoy this. If you like it, make sure to go to Deep Blue Sea, the podcast, and check out all of our episodes, which break down Deep Blue Sea 1, 2, and 3. They're insane. Hello and welcome to Deep Blue Sea, the podcast. I am Mark Diego Hoffmeyer.
And I am Jay Goddamn Cluett.
So many.
This is Deep Blue Sea, the goddamn podcast.
He's like that guy he's that guy from Not Another Teen Movie that just swears an insane amount as a joke. Like, hey, like we're just making a character who does nothing but swear as a joke, but this is one in a real movie.
Yep. Just such a mean character. Anyway, so we're talking about Primal, the movie with the mean character in it. What is Primal? Oh, sorry. No. Screw me all up, Mark. This is Deep Blue Sea, the podcast, where we talk about Deep Blue Sea adjacent films. We previously covered the whole Deep Blue Sea trilogy, one chapter at a time. Now looking at Deep Blue Sea adjacent films, that is films directed by Rennie Harlan, featuring sharks, or lots of aquatic action, which is the case today with Primal. What is Primal? It is a 2019 film directed by Nick Powell, written by Richard Leder, starring Nicolas Cage, Famke Janssen, Kevin Durand, LaMonica Garrett, Jeremy Nazario, and Michael Imperioli, and it's about a big game hunter, Nick Cage, Frank Walsh. He's caught a white jag, a very rare white jag, and a bunch of other animals. He's taken them from Brazil to the United States, and sharing the boat is a convicted killer, criminal of some kind, Kevin Durand, being escorted by authorities, and wouldn't you know it, he gets out, lets the animals out, hilarity ensues. Now, this is a very special episode of Deep Sea, the podcast, because this is the start of a new season of the show. We've previously been doing weekly episodes for Deep Sea adjacent films. We're now moving to monthly. So it's not an exciting change, because listeners, I'm sorry, we're going to keep the podcast going, but it's going to be less frequently, because Mark and I have a second project that the day this comes out will be starting tomorrow, July 14th, Con Air, the podcast. We look at the classic Nicolas Cage escaped prisoner on a vehicle film, Con Air. So this felt like a good clashing of the Venn diagrams between Deep Blue Sea and Con Air of Primal. And whenever we start a new series, we like to bring in the same guest. A guest who once told us that it doesn't matter what film we cover, just let him know what it is and when he needs to be there, and he'll be there. And I feel like we're really testing that promise that he made. Mark, who's joining us today?
Oh, it's the wonderful, it's the illustrious, it is the polo-wearing man who built a corn maze in Iowa so he could be more like Patrick Wilson. It's Nicholas Rehack.
It's me, the federal clown. That's how I felt watching this movie.
Just the regular Einstein.
When he called him a federal clown, I thought he called him a feral clown. Which was going to be my intro for the show today, was Jay Feral Clown Clue, and then I read it, I watched it again, I was like, wait, he said federal clown, that's less funny.
Diego.
Wipe all the froth from your mouth, Mr. Chuckles.
We're on a ship, pal. There's a
some...
kitchen fight in this movie with monkeys.
Yeah. On a boat.
On a boat. I mean, so I watched this once, and I bought it. I had to buy it because the rental was $4 and to buy it was $7. So I was like, well, whatever, let's pick it up. And I watched it the first time and I wasn't too entertained, but I started thinking about it. I started thinking about how dense the plot is, and just like
this movie could have just had animals on a boat killing people, but they decided to put in 6'5" Kevin Durand, a what does he call him? A Sasquatch mother effer.
Yeah,
They decided to add him to this.
the least subtle actor Canada's ever offered, I think.
Yeah.
Kevin Durand. I love Kevin Durand. He's great, but he's not. He's he doesn't play small.
He gets it. And just watching, oh man. And then I started thinking about it. So then I watched it again, and then I messaged you. I was like, this is the perfect way to transition because we have Famke Janssen from Deep Rising.
Deep Rising's Famke Janssen.
We have kitchen fights. We have just Nick Cage trapped on a boat with a criminal, so that's kind of like Con Air.
Yeah.
I mean, it is just...
This isn't an accident, Mark. I picked this for a reason.
It's a very sweaty pick. Good sweat work in this movie as well. I just want to say that. They should have put that on the DVD thing. DVD box. Oh, man.
Yeah,
they should have put
definitely.
They should have put that on there. But yeah,
just
I mean,
little garlands around best sweat work.
Now, okay, quick question, guys. You are hunters, right? You've been kicked out of 8 zoos in 10 years. You're currently wearing a Henley. You got a nice hat, and you're in a tree house in a forest somewhere. In the movie, Nick Cage has a magazine, he has some nuts, and he has a cigar. What 3 items would you take with you? Like, so you got to have a food, a magazine, and a vice. Like, what would be your 3 that you'd take with you into that treehouse to wait for the mythical jaguar?
Okay. So food, it's got to be something that lasts. It's got to be something kind of that's not terrible for you. You don't want to be getting all like gastroenteritis on it, on the animals you're trying to catch.
Very good points. Very good.
They would be downwind of you and mistakes.
Can I tell you mine while you guys are struggling?
Please do.
Yes.
All right. So
I was trying to think of food that doesn't make me
take,
fart. So.
I would take an Empire magazine, not just because of Nick DeSemlin and the crew. It's because you can read that thing from cover to cover. Like you can normally there's a crossword puzzle in there. Yeah. So I mean, there's things in there to keep you busy. I used to buy it and just read it cover to cover, so that's great. Then I would take as my food. I would take some trail mix. Some good stuff, get some nuts, some chocolates, some dried fruits. Can't go wrong with that. I say I would eat them one at a time, but I just eat them all at once, and then they're gone. And I'm like, man, I planned terribly. And my vice, I would just take a big old espresso machine up there with me, scare every jaguar away for 300 miles. But I would have nice espresso up there with me while I was doing that. So that would be my vice. So coffee, trail mix, and an Empire magazine.
Okay, I'm taking the book of Les Miserables. Because it's like 1,000 pages long. I'm only 100 pages in. I need some motivation to finish reading that book. I started it 6 months ago. It's and I need to keep like my wife got it to me for our anniversary last year, and tickets to go and see Les Mis. And I thought, I'll try and read this whole book before we go and see it. And we saw it 3 months ago. So I failed at that challenge. So that would make me watch it. Make me read it even.
I want a Les Mis audiobook where Russell Crowe reads it.
I mean, I didn't hate Russell Crowe in the film version until I saw the stage version and listened to somebody so much better do it. So I can now appreciate all of the criticism that he received for his performance as Javert. What would I eat? I'm just gonna I eat terribly, so it's just gonna be like a big bag of chocolate. Which is terrible. Like chocolate gives me mouth ulcers if I eat too much of it, so it's just bad all round. But I mean, actually, I have some like chocolate coated like protein bars. They're not like protein. That's not what they're called, but like for running, they're good running snacks. So I'd have some of those.
Sure.
Nice. Not with peanut. There's some that most of them have peanuts in them. None of those. No, thank you. They're horrible. So peanut free. I don't have an allergy. I just hate peanuts. And my vice.
Jeez.
I don't have many vices. It's just drinking, and I don't want to.
All right, so he'd have a pint.
I will not have. I mean, I'm currently drinking a pint of Amaretto and Pepsi Max. So yeah, I just have a mini fridge full of Amaretto and Pepsi Max.
You sure it's not a mega pint? Current events.
So
I love it, Nick.
So my food would be I've been really big on whatchamacallits, the candy bar. So I'd have a whatchamacallit as my food. I would have Rolling Stone. What?
Isn't that the song? Whatchamacallit? Did I just make that up?
You might have.
The commercial. They're like, whatchamacallit?
As far as I'm concerned, Nick's made up the chocolate bar.
No,
I
whatchamacallit?
have not. Yeah, it's a real deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've only ever seen them in the store. I've never really seen a commercial for it.
I think I dug deep for that. I pulled it from the recesses of my brain.
Wow,
There's somebody yelling at the podcast right now. How do you guys not know what he's talking about?
I've never heard of these things before.
So, whatchamacallit?
We've divided audiences with the whatchamacallits.
Oh, there's peanut butter in them. Hard pass.
Oh, you need peanut butter.
Yeah, dude, it's protein.
Hard pass.
If there's no protein, it's a whatchama. That's what you call it.
It's the who's what's it.
Why am I eating this?
Just my who's what's too much of it.
See, on the Wikipedia page, there is a link to related brand Who's You What's It, and I've clicked it, and I do not have permission to be on that page, apparently.
Yeah. So
I was just making up.
So whatchamacallit? Like if there was no peanut butter, I'd be like, whatchamacallit? No, that was a bad joke. Forget about that.
It's how they name kangaroos.
Wait, what?
The legend goes that when settlers arrived in Australia, they pointed to an animal and were like, "What is that thing?" And they said kangaroo, which meant I don't know. And it just got named kangaroo. But it's like an old folk tale, I think. There are no kangaroos are not amongst the animals on the boat in Primal. As much fun as that might have been.
That we know of.
Yes, we didn't.
Oh, there is there is. Whatchamacallit? Yeah, I did it.
Okay, Nick, what's your vice and what's your
The magazine is Rolling Stone issue 1141. It's a big article on Dark Side of the Moon, how Pink Floyd came about it, they wrote it, and then how it started kind of the cracks in the band and how they eventually tore themselves apart, mostly between Roger Waters and David Gilmour. But I have it actually. It's in my bathroom underneath of the sink, at least in the basement bathroom, underneath of the sink, I have a little stack of magazines, and mostly it's old Rolling Stones about like Pink Floyd or Jimi Hendrix or Bob Dylan, just like fun articles to read. And it's always an article I really, really enjoy. My vice, I'm a bit of a goof at work. I have a magic 8-ball, and sometimes when people ask me a question, I'll just shake the magic 8-ball and give them that answer. I have Pez dispensers, and during a serious conversation, I'll just break it out, eat 2 of the Pez, like right from the little opening, and just keep going, like not breaking eye contact. I also have a very big bucket of double bubble gum, and I've been chewing a lot of that lately, and not good. The flavor lasts maybe 5 seconds. So I think my
take
vice
out of the wrapper.
yeah, basically. My vice would be double bubble, because I'm literally going like 2-3 pieces at a time. Not good. It's literally your whole mouth is gum and your jaw hurts after a while, but I can't stop chewing it. I didn't get a bag. I got the bucket. I got like a 3-pound super fresh bucket, and no one believes me when I pull out double bubble, and then they see the bucket and they're like, "What is wrong with you?" And I'm like, "What's wrong with you for not liking double bubble?"
Oh, that's amazing. You have like a tennis ball sized glob. Just
basically.
So if you could have a Pez dispenser of Nick Cage, what film is it going to be from?
Ooh, easy. Sailor Ripley from Wild at Heart.
Okay. Yeah, also answered. Moving on.
Wait, I want to do this. Well, it's got to be Con Air because of the hair.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's just a long flowing hair.
I can't believe I just said I want to do this.
Hey, hold on a
play.
second. Turn the train around.
Don't leave me out of a Pez discussion about Nick Cage.
For those wondering, I currently have a Mandalorian Pez, a Baby Yoda Pez, which is half the size of a Mandalorian Pez, and a Pizza Pez. It's a red Pez dispenser with a little pizza slice on top.
Wow.
Okay. I'm thinking of the Spider-Man, Spider-Verse, Spider-Man Noir.
Ooh.
For me, I think.
So you want to cover up Cage?
I mean, I'm not sure how well. It's been a long time since I've seen a Pez dispenser. I'm not sure how well his features would work scaled down to Pez size. I don't know what the definition is like on Pez dispensers these days. Nick is showing me, if that's supposed to be Nicolas Cage, then that is a terrible definition.
No, it's a gingerbread man. My Fozzie Bear one at work broke, and I was very heartbroken about it.
Fair enough.
It's the only one I have near. I used to collect them. I have like loads.
Do you have a Rolf one?
I have a Kermit. I have a Piggy. I have a Gonzo. I technically have another Fozzie. I got a backup.
Man, the framing of your camera on Skype is beautiful, Nick.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
I know it's not good for podcasting, but the way you're framed right, mind if I take a picture of this?
Go for it. I'm a big knick-knack guy.
And you got to compare it to mine, which has just got a giant light on the top of my screen.
Huh? Like that one right there? This took me years to find at a thrift store.
You're a knick-knack guy?
Very much so. Look, I got a Hulk. Look, I got a Rolf right there, huh?
Oh, that's beautiful.
My camera's set up poorly to show you all of my knickknacks. So
that's a very classy. That's a very classy collection, my friend.
Got Rolf on the shelf looking at me.
I got this guy set up here.
Hey,
look at that! A little moose.
Yeah,
it got to you.
Mark, I sent that.
Oh.
Anyway.
Podcast.
So you look, it's even got my.
All right, now
look at that, Jay. Just happy to be here.
I did find something really cool though. You know what? I'll save it. The one thing I liked about this, like the research of this movie, is I learned a lot about the director, who Nick Powell has done some insane projects. I mean, this guy was a stuntman who became a stunt coordinator, who then moved on to directing. But this guy did the second unit for RRR. The amazing Tollywood film that came out. Thank you. I learned about that. I got corrected on the podcast on Lamperty, so I'm very happy that I learned No, I'm happy. I needed to know that. So it's, but what's great is, I was like, man, like this looks good, and then I got corrected, and I was like, you're right, I look bad, and I use it as a learning experience. But he did the second unit of it, and I believe that RRR is one of the. I'm gonna sum up. My wife Megan said it after watching RRR. She goes, Mark, that's like one of my favorite movies ever made. She just absolutely loved it. But this guy who directed Primal did the second unit directing on it. I mean, this movie made $100 million. It is going to be a insane cult classic for years to come. And he was brought in to do the action in it. So I mean, this is a dude who he also he was a second unit director and fight choreographer on Bourne Identity. He was on Hot Rod, second unit director, which makes me really happy. And he also worked. Yeah, he was a second unit director on Hot Rod, and he also he did a lot of the stuff in the Resident Evil movies with Paul W.S. Anderson. He was a second unit director for him. So this guy, I mean, he also worked on Batman. He worked on Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. He was one of the dudes running around with a bow and arrow and everything during the battle scenes. Like this guy, he was on Braveheart, Judge Dredd. Yeah, GoldenEye he worked on. I mean, he's done a ton of TV, but just gigantic movies. And then he moves up and he starts working as a coordinator. I mean, this guy, he set up the fight. I just can't believe he did the fights in Bourne Identity. So the fights you watch. And 28 Days Later, he was a stunt coordinator. Last Samurai, the sword fights, he helped, he was a choreographer for those sword fights in The Last Samurai, which look great. This dude is big business, actually. It's pretty cool knowing that. And then so to watch this movie.
There are some pretty cool fights in it. Yeah, there's like close quarters fights between Cage and Durand.
Yeah, there's a great filing, like a shelving unit fight, and then there's a good open container fight.
And then when Durand fights with Jerome, the guy dressed as a minion, they have a cool fight.
Yeah, they have a good fight. I mean, I think what people got to realize is these movies have no budget whatsoever, and so they don't have the time of any other film. They don't have the equipment of all the films. They don't have, like this. Yeah, and I guess it's not Scott Adkins, so you can't even have his kind of fight scenes. But yeah, they look good. I mean, there's a certain fun element to it. So I mean, I think this guy did the best he could for Primal. It's just such a fast-moving film with a kind of a stock script, but it was fun looking him up, and also the cinematographer too. I don't know if you check that out as well, but the cinematographer has been working on pretty much Vern Nobles Jr. He's just been working on. He was on Speed. He was on Species. He's another Paul W.S. Anderson guy. Like he was a camera operator on Nightcrawler, all like the Rambo movies, the Resident Evil movies. I mean, this guy has just worked on Jeez Louise, he's been the second unit DP on just a ton of movies. Dante's Peak, that would make you happy. But it's pretty cool just watching what this guy has done and like the way he's worked up in the industry. So I don't know, I just thought that was pretty cool. This guy worked on The Hunt for Red October and Cujo.
What?
Yeah. Which you mix those two films together, you get Primal.
Like the talent behind and in front of the screen for this movie, there's a lot of talent there.
Yeah.
But then it's Primal.
It's just kind of a shame that I don't know what the budget for this film was, but as you said, it can't have been much because it didn't get much for release. The CGI isn't great, but factor in the budget, I guess. Like given that there's like animals featured prominently, they don't often look very good. So
IMDb is saying the budget was $9 million estimated,
which I think makes sense. I don't know how much of that went to Cage to buy another T-Rex skull or whatever. But
no, to pay off his T-Rex
yes,
skulls.
Of course. You can't buy more. You have to pay off that first one first. Yeah. But it feels very much like a 90s film. I feel like if this had come out during that like The Rock Face Off, Con Air kind of peak Cage, this would be another cult action classic. Like pretty much the same cast, because Famke Janssen and Michael Imperioli were working back then. I'm not sure when Kevin Durant got started, but sub him out for Malkovich. I think have a fun film, or Giamatti, of course.
And you make a great point because, like, remember Turbulence with Ray Liotta, Nick?
No,
like,
I don't.
Remember, like, the 90s had those serial killers. Hey, I asked Nick. The 90s had those crazy serial killers that were so over the top, and I think Kevin Durant is channeling that with Richard Loeffler, and so you can tell he's loving it. He's having fun with it.
He's having some fun with his teeth. So,
he's a 90s villain for sure. Like him and Gary Oldman from The Professional would go have a pint together.
Yes. I like Kevin Durant. I really do. I ever since Smoking Aces, I see his face and I'm a fan and I want to see whatever he's in. But I feel like he just kind of just comes up short with his performance and his portrayal. I'm watching this. I'm like, man, we should really swap roles, him and Nick Cage. Like Durant should be kind of like come in like the hero and this guy, and Nick Cage should be the one, I mean, for lack of a better term, like chewing the scenery and being like, more of a Nick Cage that we're used to. But then again, it's like a typecasting thing. So would it be? I think it'd be fun, but it just misses it for me.
I think that in terms of switching roles, I feel like the criminal or the guy locked up, Kevin Durant, needs to end up being the hero. Like it's going to be like wrongfully convicted in some way, breaks out, animals get loose some other way, perhaps. Because I think the fundamental problem you have with this film is our lead character, Nicolas Cage. He's a bad guy. He's like a big game hunter, who is like a belligerent asshole from second one to every single person he makes. Famke Janssen is just trying to make like nice, pleasant small talk with him over dinner. And he's like flipping the bird at Michael Imperioli and just being a complete twat straight away to everyone.
That's like when he's at the village before he leaves. It's the one scene that kind of bummed me out is he's getting ready to leave and he takes his wrapper and just throws it on the ground. And immediately in my head, I'm like, I hope someone from the crew picked that up after the scene was filmed. I'm so worried about him littering and not treating humans like not humans. Like,
Hey, get your kid some shoes.
Because that's the scene where he's like a good guy because he gives his driver turns him down, but he still gives him some money to buy his kid some shoes. Like that's like we see this flash of niceness to him. Otherwise, we just hate him.
And you make a great point too, because there's a scene at the end when we learn that Richard Loeffler was kind of turned by the NSA, then he was forced to be an assassin, and then he went too deep, and he probably lost his mind working for I have who he worked for, the Golden. Let's see. I have it written down. I lose everything.
It's like Crimson.
So like the
Dawn,
Golden, yeah. And so he works for them, and I was like, is he gonna turn? Is Michael Imperioli the bad guy? But I'm like, he's already murdered about 7 people. Oh, for the Sword of God, he was a lead assassin for the Sword of God. But like, I'm like, you can't really turn him good now because he's gone way too far past that.
Just his performance. You can't turn him good just because of every acting choice he's made up to this point.
Yeah. I'm a bad soldier.
I've actually just checked, and this script was originally written in '95, so this should have been made then. So
really,
this is a '95 script for sure. Because you just got to add more elements to it. Like, like I kind of love the '90s though. You're like, you're on a bus that's speeding, but it also has a bomb on it. Like, it's just keep adding things on top of each other. So it just makes me happy. But yeah, I mean,
this kind of feels like, okay, Die Hard came out, then you had all the Die Hard copies. Somebody watched Under Siege. I'm like, okay, I want Under Siege, but I want to mix something with it. And they were also watching Jumanji at the same time, and let's just merge those two together.
Yeah.
And they just kept the CGI monkeys the same since their original Jumanji.
Wow. Just copy and paste and copy and paste.
I got this script about this like big game hunter and this, animals get loose. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, oh, Jumanji. Oh, I got it. Cool.
It's Jumanji on a boat. Yeah.
Hey, you know David Allen Greer, right? Yeah. So ask him how I was working with the monkeys. Like, baby.
Did you see him react to that alligator? Gold.
David Allen Greer was just a tennis ball and a stick. We got plenty of those.
He is the best movie yeller of all time, David Allen Greer. No one yells better than David Allen Greer. I'm saying it. He's a scream king.
I'm struggling to think of something better.
I mean, listen, any movie with Nick Cage shooting monkeys inside of a kitchen with a blow dart is cool with me.
Yeah.
It's like if there's treasure in a movie, I automatically give it a B. It could be the worst movie ever made, B. I'm dead serious.
He is.
So
it's happened before.
Then I give it a B.
Cutthroat Island.
Yeah, B. Just give it a B.
Treasure Island.
They're hunting for treasure. B. Sahara, disliked it. B. So, I think seeing Nick Cage shoot blow darts at Kevin Durant and have Kevin Durant go, "Did I kill you? Because I really want to fight you." You just gotta enjoy it. Like, you just gotta kind of let loose and let it wash over you. But it's not like a Moonfall-esque experience that's just totally insane. So it's never gonna reach like cult status or so bad it's good status. It's just gonna be Primal, 4.1 on IMDb.
It's not like it had some crazy twist where he works for the CIA, but he's been like experimented on, and he can actually like turn into a werewolf, and that's where the Primal comes from. And all of a sudden, he like becomes a werewolf during the last fight scene. Could you imagine? That would automatically make it a cult film. Make it a cult film.
Man. And then Kevin Durant looks at him and goes, "I can do that too." And then he turns into a werewolf,
or Frankenstein.
Yeah, and then you just, I'm here.
Like Famke Janssen turns invisible.
I think we're onto something.
This is that dark universe they tried to do.
Yeah. But
dark universe on a boat.
You know what's tough? The toughest thing about this movie is that it was released in 2019. Mm-hmm. So I kind of feel like at this point, Cage had some momentum going for him. Because, like, let's say this movie was released in, let's say 2015, 2016. That's like coming off of Outcast, Left Behind, Dying of Light, The Runner, Pay to Ghost, The Trust, Dog Eat Dog, Snowden, USS Indianapolis. You'd have been like, okay, fine. Like, it's just part of his run that he's currently on. But then he starts doing Mom and Dad in 2017, which is really good. Then he does Mandy in 2018. Yeah, and then he moves on to Teen Titans. Then he's in Spider-Verse. Then he drops Color Out of Space in the beginning of the year, which is a wonderful film. And then he goes to Primal. Yeah. So you're just sort of, you're like, man, Cage is back. Like, Cage is turning the corner. And then I saw the trailer.
I was so excited when I heard about this film.
Right, exactly. Run. And then when you felt the trailer, Jay, when you saw the trailer, Jay, how did you feel? Did you just feel deflated?
A little bit. I was still thought like, I'm still looking forward to this, but a little less so. And then I had seen this before, so I picked this for the podcast having seen it before, and I hated it that first time around. I thought it was terrible, but it seemed like just the most Deep Blue Sea and Con Air adjacent film I could think of. It was this or USS Indianapolis, and I didn't want to watch that. I haven't seen it before. I've heard it's terrible. I didn't want to watch it. So I thought, hey, we'll find things to talk about. Primal could be fun. And I watched it again, and I liked it more. And then I watched it again, speed run through, and I liked it even more. It's a film to watch in double speed. But yeah, I had fun with it. But then going from Primal to like Willy's Wonderland, incredible film.
Yeah.
And then Pig and The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Those three come in a row. That's just a phenomenal run.
It just comes at such a bad. I felt like it came at a bad time for Cage. And maybe if it went, I mean, you know what's interesting? Do you think if this came out during his run from like 2014 to 2016, people would have been more kind to it because it wasn't Left Behind, it wasn't Outcast, it wasn't Rage, it wasn't
Pay the Ghost.
Yeah, exactly.
All these films that do not exist.
I mean, The Trust is good. The Trust is pretty good. Him and Elijah Wood, but I think if it would have come out in that time, maybe it'd be like, well, it's not as bad as the other one, so I guess that's good.
I mean, I haven't seen any film in that kind of lull. But like Joe, I heard good things about Joe.
Oh, Joe's wonderful.
But I
David
haven't
Gordon
seen
Green.
So I heard people say that it's really good, but then I don't know many people that have actually seen it. So
I love it.
Got me beat.
So I feel like Primal might have had good reviews, but no one would have seen it, or fewer people would have seen it anyway.
Yeah, that makes sense. He commits though in this. Like, does he commit in this?
I think he does. He always at least tries. But it's just unfortunate the character he tries with here is just so unlikable. But just looking at the DVD cover, I don't think he's looked worse. Just in terms of overall body shape and clothing combination, he just kind of looks terrible.
Yeah.
Through Cage?
Yeah.
Yeah, that Henley. They wanted him to look bad, right? Oh gosh.
Yeah, just I'm showing the DVD image.
What's on the front of it, Jay? Is that the one between the eyes? Oh, see, I'm looking at the poster where he's in between the eyes of the Jaguar.
Did they say Die Hard meets snakes on a plane?
Yeah, Die Hard meets snakes on a plane is the quote from Starburst. And I can see how you could get to that conclusion.
Yeah, because of the snakes, but... No, there's two of them. What?
There's three. Funny? One stays in a cage, but yeah, there's three.
One of the funniest lines. He's like, he says, yeah, there's two snakes. He's like, how many? He's like, I just told you it was two. Like, I don't know why, but I burst out laughing at that line. I'm like, what? It had to have been improvised or something. Like, there's no way that was written into the script.
Oh, there's so many just kind of snarky comebacks. Like when someone says, like, "Oh, you're sure that the water's out?" I was like, "I know how an effing faucet works, you federal clown." That's where that line comes from.
Well, Nick Cage did say that a lot of the lines were improvised, and that's one of the great pleasures of working with the director. We stick to the blueprint, which is a script, but go off page when it's right. You know the line, "You kill my cat, I'll blow your head off." That was fun to say. The line, "Great pandas in the San Diego Zoo," all that stuff comes out of the comfortable relationships I have with the director. So
I've been at sea 60 years, you for brains moron. Yeah. This one I'm going to have to bleep. So.
But it's and then, you have the guy who's constantly saying, like, gosh darn it, and like just swearing all over the place, and
every other word.
You just have him yelling that he feels like another movie entirely.
Yeah,
and also
he really does.
And he's got his like assistant Jerome. There's a whole backstory for Jerome. He's like, he was in trouble with the law, couldn't find a white policeman to believe him, so I just took him on board the ship, and he lives with me now. I was like, what is this for? Like, this guy's gonna die in 10 minutes.
He was about to fight a Sasquatch, and you know what happens when that happens. Dude, there's this scene where there's birds getting slaughtered.
Yeah, there's the Fish Could Wander scene with birds instead of fish, yeah.
This murdering birds. And I felt bad for Nick Cage when Duran was choking him with the rope when he's in the cage. Yeah. Because Duran and Nick were going for it. So poor Cage was just getting leveled by this guy. So
do you think he actually shot the birds too to keep it like realistic? Or?
Method, yeah.
One of the few animals that are real in this film, so yeah.
Yeah, they definitely
you got to.
Did you read the disclaimer on the bottom? Like 8 birds were blown up in the making of this film.
All feathers were kept.
Not PETA friendly.
No. Well, I mean, maybe they're just jerk birds.
I mean, all birds are jerks, really, aren't they? You ever met a nice bird? You ever met a bird like, yeah, this guy's my friend? No.
I've been attacked by a bird before.
Hey, see, point proven.
I want to be friends with Canadian geese though. I kind of want to adopt a
Canadian
couple.
geese ain't bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I would love some living in my backyard.
My adopted penguin Chuck, he's a good boy.
Chuck's great.
I mean, of course, apart from Chuck.
Remember when Chuck and I went to the brewery together?
It was such a good time.
He's just swimming around that big vat of beer.
He was. He was doing his little tail wiggle. He was doing the backstroke. I didn't know penguins could do the backstroke.
Yeah, well, get enough lager in them.
Just circling around the bright tank. I'll start using beer terminology. Don't make me.
Like double dry hop, double penguin IPA.
I'll talk about wort.
Hey, can you give us a tour through the boat? Can you do that real quick, Nick, for us?
The boat?
Yeah, that they were on in this movie. Can you give us a tour? Yeah,
absolutely. So you got the front of the boat, right, or the bow.
Thank you.
Then you go through about the center of the boat, or we call mid-boat.
Yeah,
and
midships.
Then when you get to the back, the stern. You know what I mean? Some people like to say aft, and I'd tell them no. You have the port side, you have the starboard side. Now they call the starboard side because that's where you would look at the stars back then to figure out where you were. Then if you go downstairs, you got the main stairs, you have the side stairs. There's so many different stairs. I could spend another 5 minutes listing them all.
I was wondering if you could give us a tour of this specific boat rather than just any boat.
Ooh. So here's the thing about this
boat. Can you tell me where the Switlick can be found?
And also, what is the Switlick?
I was going to say next to the kitchen. But
they say the Switlick.
The galley, thank you.
It's like they say Switlick so many times.
And they never explain what the Switlick is.
Where's the Switlick at?
It's next to the room with no water. What I don't understand is, after a while, it felt like there were more rooms. There were more rooms on this boat than I think there was space on the boat. Right? Like, doesn't it feel like after a while they never go? It felt to me like they never went in the same room twice. Or there's a scene when he's first discovering that there's no water, and you got what's his face going through like the tunnel. Almost looks like he's in an alley. It doesn't even look like he's on a boat, or I guess a ship at this point. But it's it looks like it's so much, and I'm like, where are we?
Well, they do keep going back to that one like safe room where once the captain gets
with all the birds and everything.
Yeah, well, no, not that one. The one where they all they're hidden away when the captain gets bitten by the snake. They take him back there. They keep on teleporting back there. There's so many scenes where there's somewhere else, and then immediately cut to everyone's back in that room, and then cut to everyone's around the ship somewhere else again. So I think that's the set they had the most.
Then there's a star wipe. People don't do that enough. There's not enough fades or wipes or anything like that. It's just like cut.
There is one amazing cut in this film where the camera zooms into a red light.
Oh, no, don't say it.
Jay. It goes up and to the right was this bright red light, and then it comes away, and it's in a different corridor with the same light.
When you said that, I knew exactly what you were talking about. And, if you have that 18 times in the movie, if it's a stylistic film, but they just did it once. On set, they're like, what'll be cool? Watch this, Hank. And then they just do it. People gonna love it.
The cinematographer's like, guys, I got an idea. I'm like, go for it.
Yeah.
We're improvising.
We've got this light and this other light that's the same.
Hey man, this ain't cinema, it's jazz.
It's about the scenes you don't show.
Get that crafty guy. Get him on the camera. Jay,
I like that more than it deserved. It's just a feeling, man. We're like the Beats in the 60s with this thing.
Oh, man.
You know what I love about Kevin Durant, though? This guy works. I don't know how he has any free time. You look in his movies, there's constant films, and then all of a sudden he's in 6 episodes of Vikings. And then he pops up to 46 episodes of The Strain. And then he's in 10 episodes of Swamp Thing. The guy just does not stop. He's in 7 episodes of Ballers. Well, he and Rock were together in Walking Tall. But I mean, this guy, I love how he just works. And he's always the bad guy. He was a bad guy in Noah.
Lost. I first saw him in Lost. He's
one
of the mercenaries. He's in 11 episodes, but he's got quite a small role. But as soon as I first saw him, I was like, that's a face I'm going to remember. And he's ever since then I've always kind of like looked out for him and things, and he's always at least good. Like he's in X-Men Origins Wolverine is awful.
That's because this is what it is.
But he's like good. It's where I find out like Mark worked on it. I tend to feel after I say if something is terrible, like Mark.
If I worked on it, I
No,
worked on Devil's
I say
Knot.
like I didn't like something, and then it's like, oh, I was an extra on that film.
I worked on Devil's Knot with him. He was in Atlanta for that, and the guy. Very rarely are actors as big as you'd think. I remember Liam Neeson shocked me a little bit on Anchorman 2, but then this guy, well, like he's like he's taller than me. I'm 6'3", but he was like big. He was like wide.
He was like a door.
That makes sense. Yeah. I remember looking at him. He gave me this like crazy smile, and I'm like, "That's a big dude." I'm surprised I didn't say that out loud.
Hey, man.
Like, man, that's a big dude.
What's going on,
Like,
man?
I almost Deuce Bigelow'd him.
Like kneels down and ruffles your head, kind of thing.
Yeah, no, but like, you don't really see
good job today.
You never really see that in film or Hollywood, like people that big. But I'm like, this is a big guy. Like, no wonder he's not in too many movies because he would just dwarf, like I guess other people in there. But I did see, yeah, that was my one memory. I had to load people into a courthouse. We had to get them across the street, which was harder than you think. Getting people across the street, like people just lose their minds on film sets. Oh, I can just walk. No, there's a semi coming through set. Yeah, just walk in front of that. Yeah, cool, awesome, yeah, great.
It's jazz, man. We're just making it up as we go, baby. Feel it.
But yeah,
Drums.
Yeah, so drums. Where's Ryan Gosling?
Never plays the snare the Toms, just the hi-hat.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams are so good and so good in La La Land. I wish we. But yeah, I don't know. I think I like Durand. You're right, Jay. He's got that interesting face. He's got a good presence. But he pops up in big movies. He was in that Robin Hood film. He had a big role in that. I love him in Legion. Have you guys seen Legion?
I've not seen Legion. Is that the one where they're in a diner and like devils and demons and stuff?
That was Paul Bettany's action star run.
Ooh, yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he's Gabriel. I saw him in the trailer for that. Yeah.
Yeah, and like, listen, I don't know if it's a good movie, but it features a guy from Tokyo Drift. It features Tyrese from Too Fast, Too Furious. It has Adrian Palicki, who's awesome in Friday Night Lights. I mean, you have a stack. Charles Says Dutton sacrifices himself again. If you see him in a movie, you know he sacrifices himself.
Yeah.
And then it was features a weird ice cream person. I don't know, but what's interesting? It's a movie that I really didn't enjoy, but for some reason I think about it and I like it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I've worked out why I haven't seen it because it stars Dennis Quaid, who I just have issues with. I don't know, but I need to get.
You're not a Quader?
That's on me. I'm not a Quader.
Okay.
So
I don't
Ad
wait
Astra
to
is like
Quaid.
that for me.
Ed Asner?
No, Ad Astra, the Brad Pitt movie.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
one where I don't, but I think about it, and like I'm like maybe I did like it, and then I watch it and I'm like, no.
I think about one scene where they get attacked by monkeys in space.
There we go. It's
And
another
that's the only scene I can remember from that very boring film.
And consumerism in space and space pirates.
Just the monkeys. That's all I can remember.
Silence on the Moon.
I have another question for y'all. So you're remaking this movie. It's 2022, and you're a producer, and you're like, I like Primal. I'm gonna remake it. I don't know why. I'm just gonna do it. And you can pick any serial killer from any movie ever made to put him in it, and you can pick one movie monster and put it on the boat. So you can pick the serial killer to take over for Durand. You can still keep him in the movie, and instead of the white jaguar, you can add any movie monster ever into this.
Because it's fresh in my mind, where I'm going to swap out the serial killer, and I'm going to put Brian Cox as Hannibal Lecter from Manhunter in here.
Yep.
Because I think he would just, like, let me carry these scenes. And then for the monster, Scream Bear from Annihilation.
Oh, hell yes.
Can you imagine they're like, someone over there? And then they get in there, and it's, oh my God, it's so fucking gone, dead.
The screaming bear. Oh, man. I want this movie.
That's terrifying.
So, I kind of went dark, and I want to do Jack from the house that Jack built, because Matt Dillon in that film is just hilarious and brutal. Yeah, he's hilarious and brutal. And so adding him on this boat, that character with Nick Cage, would be amazing. And then I guess I will add. You know what? I'm gonna do Cthulhu from Deep Rising.
Yep.
Because I want to see Nick Cage capturing Cthulhu. Wait, so Nick Cage captures the screaming bear pig?
Yeah, dude.
Well, he tries.
No, he gets them.
In the beginning.
He gets them.
Yeah, so
you got to figure out. I don't think it's a blow dart. I think it's something else. He's got to trick him into a box or something.
Nick, you captured Cthulhu?
Get away from me, you
federal turd.
Listen to me, you taxpayer-funded silly Sally. Why don't you go ride a seesaw by yourself?
I love this. I love the double insults in this movie. Some guy calls him a scumbag POS as well. So it's like, let's add two. Jay, who's your killer and who's your monster?
I was originally thinking Anton Chekhov's my killer, but I'm now going to go for a different Coen brothers. I'm going to go for Charlie Meadows, John Goodman in Barton Fink.
Ooh,
spoiler for Barton Fink.
Okay.
Raising Arizona
yeah,
reunion.
that works too. Because I mean, John Goodman's just one of the best, and he's such a likable guy playing a serial. He's a guy who's not always playing a villain, but he's so great when he is playing a villain. And for my monster. I really liked Kong Skull Island more than I think I should have done. I don't know what it is about it. I'm not picking Kong. I don't know. I thought it was great, but it's not a perfect film. But I had fun with it, so I'm just gonna. I don't need to second guess this. I liked it. That's all I need to say. It's great. But I'm not going to pick Kong. I'm not going to pick the skull things. I'm picking that giant bamboo spider.
Oh yeah.
That just kind of walks through and impales a guy throat down. Like just goes through him. I love that scene. That's incredible. That's my monster.
Here's the thing about that. Cthulhu, you could have its tentacles going throughout the ship, right? What's the spider doing? Is it just stomping through the ship and it sinks? I don't mean to tear apart your answer, but in my head I'm like, how is the spider getting? Unless it gives birth to baby spiders they kill it by mistake.
There we go, little bamboo spiders going around all of the ducts of the boat. They're everywhere, going through all the pipes and everything. Yeah.
Oh gosh, there's someone sleeping. The bamboo spider walked on a person's eyeball.
Oh, it walks away and takes the eyeball with it.
That'd be like a terrifying, gory Home Alone.
Yeah, totally like a Home Alone.
That's a beaut. So it's like Deep Blue Sea too.
Screams.
Yeah, but yeah, the baby shark.
Yeah.
Joy
swims.
Yeah.
I want Nick Cage to yell Joy
Scampers.
Joy Scampers. It's Deep Blue Sea too, but with Nick Cage. And I want this movie.
I mean, I feel like that's a way we can relaunch the franchise if we're getting Nick Cage to be in a Deep Blue film.
And John Goodman was in Kong Skull Island too.
I mean, everyone was in it. Well, yes, he was. Yeah, no, he wasn't. That was John C. Reilly, but no, he was in there as well. There's like 20 people in there.
Can we talk about that scene where, for no reason, Tom Hiddleston puts on a gas mask and slices his way through a field of poison gas?
I mean, what do you mean for no reason? It looked cool.
I was going to say, it's going to be with this. I think my character would do this. I don't think he would, Tom. Let's just try it.
See you later. Turn the cameras on. I'm running.
Hey, what is this? What story function does this serve? Shut your face. I'm Tom Hiddleston.
That's what it serves.
Look how this T-shirt looks on me. So, sorry, Jay, I cut you off.
I mean, I was done. Yeah. So
Russell Crowe kills our Kevin Durant in 3:10 to Yuma easily. I don't buy it.
Oh yeah, he is in that, isn't he?
But that's Pete Crow. So I guess Pete Crow could take out Pete Durant.
Yeah, it's not like. Well, I mean, I feel like if you put Kevin Durant in The Nice Guys, I feel like Russell Crowe it would be slightly more difficult, but I still would say Russell Crowe's going to get him. Going to take him. That's not physical peak Crowe, but that's.
But it's mental.
Yeah.
A lot of gaslighting. That's how Crowe gets you now. Gaslighting. Yeah.
And shoes.
Leather jacket.
It's a very dated reference.
He's fought his way around the world.
It's a phone, not a shoe. God damn it.
It's Primal.
Yes, Primal. So overall, I like the film. I didn't like the kind of tacked on romantic subplot where like he wins Famke Janssen over because they hate each other. No, she tries to be nice to him to start with. He proves that he's a terrible person, so she hates him. And then towards the end, he saves the day a little bit. But still, in a really sadistic manner. Like, yeah, he bests Kevin Durant. He then tranquilizes him, strings him up, and has him eaten by a jaguar. That's a horror movie death. That's not a nice guy move.
At least he's not feeling anything, but he's got to look at it.
No, he is feeling it.
Right?
That's what he says. He says he can still feel. He just can't move. So he feels that he's being eaten alive, but he can't do anything about it. That's like, Elijah Wood's death in Sin City, where he's just like chained to a tree, eaten by dogs.
Oh yeah.
Smiling the whole time.
Yeah.
And also, I love when the guy gets bit by a snake and Nick Cage is like, "Yeah, we got to go get morphine." He's like, "He's dead."
Didn't he look kind of weird when he asks about it too?
Yeah.
He's like, we need to. He's like shifty when he asks about the morphine, almost like he's like, yeah, let's get the morphine for the guy. Meanwhile, he's like, I got morphine.
But he says he has a 20% chance of survival even with the antidote. They do not have the antidote. He survives.
2% chance then.
Some guys have all the luck. Isn't that what Phil Collins said? No, Rod Stewart said that.
Ooh, Rod or Phil?
Or was it Alanis Morissette? It's one of the two.
It's ironic.
Don't you think?
I love in the trip to Italy or Spain how they just drive around listening to Alanis Morissette the whole time. Jagged Little Pill.
Good
album. Not Jagged Edge. Not Jagged Edge. Not that band. But yeah. So last question from me. Jay, Nick, who would you rather battle on this boat? Ooh. The White Jaguar and Kevin Durant, or evil Patrick Wilson from Insidious 2 and evil Patrick Wilson from In the Tall Grass. In the Tall Grass. So cardigan, evil cardigan wearing Patrick Wilson, evil polo shirt wearing Patrick Wilson, or a White Jaguar and Kevin Durant. Which two?
So it's the Wilson twins. Ooh.
I think I'm going to go for the Wilsons.
Oh.
Because once you figure out one Wilson and their patterns and their behaviors, I feel like you could figure out the other, and you might have a better chance at besting them. Whereas a Jaguar, you don't know what's going to happen. And then Kevin Durant, you really don't know how big he is until you see him and get close to him. And that smile is so disarming and charming, but terrifying.
I'm going to go the other way. I'm not going to go for the Wilsons because I feel like I couldn't figure out even one, let alone two. So I have not seen either of those films. Whereas Loeffler and the Jaguar, they're not going to be working together. To start with, I just got to hide. I just got to secrete myself away somewhere until one of them sorts out the other. The survivor will be injured in some way, and Nick Cage manages to beat them both. He just traps. Let's say I feel like the Jaguar's going to win. It's going to take out Loeffler because it's a Jaguar. So it's gonna kill and eat a lot of Loeffler. That's hard to say.
Eat a lot of Loeffler.
And then it'll be
a lot of Loeffler.
Yeah, eat a lot of Loeffler. And then it'll be weary. It'll be like all bloated from having eaten this giant. And then in its sedentary state, I feel like I could easily catch it, or not easily, but more easily. So that's my plan.
I feel like Kevin Durant would have put at least a bullet in its head, because I feel like every time Kevin Durant fires a gun in this movie, it's like put right into somebody's head. It's just bang, bang. And also, all these gunshots going off, they'd have to be deaf at some point, right?
And this big metal bow.
It's so loud, such enclosed spaces, they should immediately be falling to the ground screaming. What?
I gotta say,
the monkey's got it.
It's gonna rip out your eyes.
Don't touch the babies.
Funky bunch? What?
Why did the chef lock himself in the galley?
Why not? That's where all the food is. He can survive.
Because that's a silly move.
And also, I love all the adherence that Kevin Durant has to leg kicks in the final fight against Nick Cage. Like, he's the most he's like this incredible powerhouse guy. I know Nick Cage has a hurt leg, but it's just kind of funny watching Kevin Durant leg kick Nicolas Cage.
Well, I mean, there are several times when he could easily just kill Cage's character. Like, he's dragging him by the hair at one point, just for the fun of it. So he's there just to play.
Manhandling him.
Yeah. He's just playing with him. So
yeah. People gotta stop doing that in movies.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't end up well.
Yeah. Just right.
You'll get blow darted. And also, you've been darted, and you're taking your time with leg kicks. Let's go for the head snap.
Yeah. I can't seem to feel my legs.
That was actually Nick's yearbook quote. Enough with the leg kicks, just snap a neck.
Mom.
What's to live by?
Oh, gosh.
Because I was homeschooled. Here's my yearbook. It's a family album.
Like a picture of you and like a huge 400-page book. It's like athletics.
It's the War and Peace of Nick.
It's like, where's Rehack at? Flip through there.
Where isn't he in this book?
Oh, no, you would have two pictures, most likely to be on a boat with a killer white jaguar. Then you would be in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then
the quote, enough with the leg kicks, Mom.
Listen, leg kicks work.
So, how is Primal like Deep Blue Sea? I have a list. I'm still doing this kind of thing. As an animal POV,
beautiful. I was gonna have you do it first, but you kind of hated it when I made you do it the last time.
I was just unexpected. Whenever if you want to throw me that curveball, go for it. But it's too late now. So there's an animal POV. I do like that the Jaguar's vision is in black and white. I don't know if that's the case or not, but hunting animal in an opening scene, and he tranquilizes it. The hero yells at a bird eating his food. It becomes his pet bird, and it talks. There is a Sopranos cast member in this film. They die. It's set mostly at sea. There is a chef amongst the cast. There's an animal feeding scene. There's a drinking scene. A killer pretends to be incapacitated, then bites a guy's hand. Yeah. I do like.
And Nick Cage bites a hand too.
He does, yes. There's no
hand bite.
At no point does Carter bite a hand, unfortunately. But
a fin.
See, it's the gunshots ringing out from all the guns. Did you say a hand sandwich? No, a ham sandwich.
Chef fights animals in his kitchen. The engineer character, the goddamn character, who I wrote down as Scotty. Apparently his name is Scuddy. But it sounds like Scotty, and he's an engineer, so he should be called Scotty. Anyway, he felt to me like what would have happened if Scoggins got old. Just like Rappaport should have been playing this character. They use a woman as bait at one point. They request a helicopter to her for assistance, and there are scenes lit entirely in one colour. Just like in Deep Blue Sea 2. There's like red scenes and yellow scenes.
Scenes as big as your head.
Indeed. Oh my. And how deep and how... I had a list of how this film was like Con Air, but it was actually quite a short list. Because there's an escapee, and they're put in a cage. Criminal boarding in chains, etc.
They shoot guns.
Yeah.
Can I guess?
People are angry. How deep and how blue? Yes, but of course you can. So Deep Blue Sea is, as everyone knows, 14.5 meters or 47.5 feet deep, 31% blue. Do you reckon Primal is deeper and or bluer than Deep Blue Sea?
Okay, so 8% blue. Okay. And 37 feet high.
I'm going to say 30 feet deep. And I'm going to say 45% blue because there's a lot of color. There's a lot of uniforms. There's a lot of barrels. Dude's flannel is blue.
No. It is 5.4% blue.
Wow.
There is some blue clothing, yeah, but a lot of scenes are entirely orange or entirely red or a lot of night. Most of, when they're in the ship, it's like everything's like 2% or like little bits of clothing here and there, but not much. There's actually blue in this film. So 5.4%.
Did I say 8%?
You did, so you're closest. So it is bluer than Ravenous, but less blue than Deepwater. And in terms of the depth, hard to tell because they're on a boat, and I didn't get a cross section. But I took it as the scenes were like down in the engine room as being like just below surface level, and everything else is being like a bit above. And because they're down on those rooms quite a lot, it ended up being 0.15 meters up in the air, so 15 centimeters or half a foot up in the air. So basically on surface level means it is less deep than shark bait, but deeper than the reef.
We need to unleash this list.
Yeah, I mean to. Although I have made some little amendments to the list because we got Nick on the show. I was thinking, Nick was last on for Godzilla vs. Biollante, which famously our least deep film because the ending takes place in space. So it's 4,141.61 meters up in the air on average. Least deep by a long way. Then I was thinking about that.
Record, baby.
Well, I'm gonna maybe take that away because
oh no.
You know what you can consider space as being? It can be deep. You can have deep space. You can be in
I don't
space
like where this is going.
and be deep. So I was thinking, should I take it that when you pass that atmosphere level, are you then going further depth-wise into space? That's what I'm thinking.
Wait, so when you hit, once you hit. Sure.
So you keep going up. And once you hit the edge of the sky and the start of space, you then start going in depth-wise. So you start getting deeper when you go into space. So it goes up to, I think it was like 16,000 feet. I think I worked out. So I Googled where the I worked out how to type it into the search bar. And so like 16,000 feet was roughly where space starts. And so everything beyond that becomes deep. So if I were to factor that in, and also I kind of revised the satellite height that I had for this. If I factor that in, then Godzilla vs. Biollante, if I take the height of Biollante at the end of that film as being the same height as the GLONASS satellite used for GPS and stuff, then the average drops down from 4,141.61 meters to 510.71 meters, putting it between Skip Trace and The Misfits. Two ground-based films, apart from the bits where they're in planes. So
I don't like it.
You'd rather keep it up in the
I'd
echelons?
rather keep it, yeah.
Okay.
Because the further away you are from the water, the further up you are, right?
Yeah, I just wanted to pose this as a possibility. But if we're all happy to keep it up in space, then it can stay up in space.
I just want to see what it does to the chart because
it means that Cliffhanger becomes our least deep film.
Oh,
because that's up a mountain. But it doesn't affect the blueness at all.
Can you explore the what's the word, like the subjective deepness of it?
Or the
how you can't explore it when it's jazz, baby.
The metaphorical depth of this film.
Get that clarinet, brother.
I mean, I would love to. I don't think I'm equipped to do so, but I can try.
I'll play the clarinet.
Yeah, I never heard of that.
I want just do a ranking though, at least, Jay. Just kind of go through and
what's
put
the most thematically depth film that we've covered?
Yeah.
This is an impossible task.
Yeah, because we have a lot of them.
There's like
60 or so.
I think there's 50 films on this list at the moment. And which one makes you cry the most? Which one makes your heart yearn?
Orca.
Actually, I mean, Orca's got to be up there.
It does.
When that pregnant whale gives birth and then dies.
Yeah,
and then
I think Orca is there.
It's opening scene. It's haunting.
Orca. I think Orca's in there.
Yeah, Triangle. It's got to be up
Triangle.
there.
Yeah,
that's thematic.
Rich.
I mean, maybe
not the Misfits.
The Abyss.
Oh yeah. There's some yelling in that and punching of chess.
Not Ghost Ship, as much as I liked Ghost Ship. That was not deep water.
Can we just do an episode about this? The subjectively deepest.
You mean the jazz, man?
I'm reluctant to agree whilst we're being recorded, but yes, sure, fine. I don't remember some of these films.
Boom snap, boom snap, boom snap.
And
a 1 and a 2 and a you know what to do.
Oh dear. Okay, Nick, do you have anything to plug?
Rehack Radio over on Mixcloud.com. You can find episodes there. It's me. It's hanging out. It's music. It's stories. Little fun facts thrown in there. Overall, it's a good time. Episodes of Exploding Helicopter Podcast. You can find me over there. And if you listen to the Lambcast and you listen to the Lamberty episodes, I have submitted a handful of questions, one of which may or may not feature Taco Bell, and it was one of my favorite things to write.
It was one of the best received categories as well. And if you listen to the most recent episode of Lamberty, Mark was a contestant.
Hey!
I was still the host.
It was crazy.
I got to listen to it. I wanted to, because you said you used some of my categories in there. I'm curious as to which one.
You got to listen right to the end. That's all I'll say.
All right.
Let it ride.
Yes. So that can be found on the Lambcast monthly. I host movie trivia, Jeopardy inspired Lamberty show. It's a lot of fun. Mark, plugs.
Yeah, just Movies, Films, and Flicks. Movies, Films, and FLIX. We need to get you back on there, Jay, for the Twister episode. And Nick, I was going to say good old Nick and I, we have Annihilation coming up soon. And then we're going to be doing a slow motion jumping episode. And also our Tron Legacy Purple Rain episode just keeps getting listens. I try not to look at my stats a lot, but when I do, it's always it gets addicting. You just got to stop. You just don't look at stats. It really is. But yeah, whenever I go back and look at it, I'm like, oh, hey, that episode's jumped up. So people are really enjoying that because I bet they look at it and they go, what? But yeah, that's
so awesome.
Yeah, do that. Go check those out. You'll love it.
Excellent. And you can follow the podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Deep Blue Sea Pod. Email us, deepblueseapod@gmail.com, for any Deep Blue Sea adjacent films we haven't covered that you think we should. And if you're listening to this the day it comes out, then head on over tomorrow to your podcasting feed and look for Con Air, the podcast, where you'll never guess who our first guest is for Chapter 1 of Con Air. It's only Mr. Nick Riak.
Hey, it's
talking
me.
about Con Air that he'd seen for the first time.
Yeah.
That opening chapter with Nick Cage returning home to his wife and having a happy time.
Infinite
Jest. A bit of an adventure.
Yeah. So we're starting our 40 chapter journey, delving into Flying the Skies of Con Air.
40 chapters?
40 chapters. More chapters than there are on the DVD.
Oh my gosh. 40?
Yeah. That makes sense. I mean, I know. I figured it should be more as well, but we kind of
Wait, 40 chapters?
I thought it was like, for real? You're not messing? I could have swore it was like 22, something like that. Like,
there's 18 on the DVD. That was not enough. So I broke it down more than that.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
You're on for half of them, I think. just one so far. We'll probably have you back towards the end.
Yeah.
Anyway,
let's watch the credits.
So this podcast, Deep Blue Sea, is now becoming monthly. Next month will be The Reef Stalked, sequel to The Reef, 2022 new release. So come back to hear me and Mark talk about that sometime next month. Haven't worked out the full schedule yet, but it'll come out at some point. And thank you, Nick Riak, for joining us today.
Thank you as always for having me, guys. It's always a highlight of my week.
I've been Jay Cluett.
Mark Diego Hoffmeyer.
And we'll Deep Blue see you next month. Goddamn!